Hello bachcho, let's read this question. The question says alpha beta are roots of the equation lambda times x square minus x plus 5 equal to 0. If lambda 1 and lambda 2 are two values of lambda for which the roots alpha beta are connected by the relation alpha divided by beta plus beta divided by alpha is equal to 4, then the value of lambda 1 divided by lambda 2 plus lambda 2 divided by lambda 1 whole divided by 15. So here we have to find out the value of this. So first of all, we will have to look into the quadratic equation. So first of all, we will be discussing some of the key concepts. Key concept if alpha, beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then sum of the roots, that means alpha plus beta, is given by minus b over a, and product of the roots alpha dot beta is given as c divided by a. So we will be using the same concept and then we will be moving forward to get the value of the desired expression. So what is given? First of all, I will be writing given lambda times x square minus x plus x plus 5 is equal to 0. It can be written as lambda times x square plus 1 minus lambda times x plus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, since it has been given that alpha and beta are the roots, so I can directly write sum of the roots, that is alpha plus beta, is equal to minus b, that is minus 1 minus lambda over lambda, and product of the roots alpha beta will be equal to 5 over lambda. Now it has been given that these alpha beta of this equation which is given to us are connected by the relation alpha over beta plus beta over alpha is equal to 4. It is also given. This is given. So we can solve it. That is alpha square plus beta square over alpha beta equal to 4. It can be further written as numerator. Numerator I can write in terms of the sum of the roots as alpha plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta divided by alpha beta is equal to 4. So I can write it further alpha plus beta square over alpha beta. So here minus 2 alpha beta will be cancelled out alpha beta, so it will give you minus 2, and I can directly write that this is 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. Now we are aware of the alpha plus beta and alpha beta, so we will be putting the values here. So I am moving to the next page. So we will be looking, that is we got here alpha plus beta whole square divided by alpha beta is equal to 6. Right? So alpha plus beta is given as minus times 1 minus lambda. So we will be putting that value there. Minus times, So we are putting the value of alpha plus beta here, minus 1 minus lambda by lambda square, and alpha beta is given as 5 over lambda. So I will be writing here 5 over lambda. 5 over lambda is equal to 6. Now I am going to solve it. So we will be getting lambda will be once cancelled out. So we will be getting only 1 minus lambda whole square, because this is minus, so that will be alright, and divided by 5 lambda. Right, am I right? Divided by 5 lambda, because the lambda square will be above and this is down, so that will be cut it down and you will be getting this one. And if you are solving this equation, then you are getting lambda square minus 32 lambda plus 1 is equal to 0. Let it be one equation. Now it has been again given to us that lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the two values of lambda. So these values lambda 1 and lambda 2 we will get from here. So how we will get? So we will be again changing the ink, just please wait. So I am writing here given. So further lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the values of this. So we will write down that lambda plus, oh, it is creating problem, just a minute. Just a minute. I will be changing the ink because it is not working properly. So I am just erasing it. Right? Sorry for the same. So I am moving now. So ink I am changing as this one. So since lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the roots of 1, then I can write directly that lambda 1 plus lambda 2 will be equal to 32 minus b over a, and lambda 1 times lambda 2 is 1. So this we are going to use for finding the value of the given expression. So let's see that what is the given expression. Again I am changing the ink, just please wait. I am changing the ink and coming to this one. Right. So given expression is given expression for which the value we have to find out, that is lambda 1 over lambda 2 plus lambda 2 divided by lambda 1 whole divided by 15. Its value we have to find out. Right? So we are going to solve it first. So we are getting lambda 1 square plus lambda 2 square divided by 15 lambda 1 times lambda 2. Am I right? So it can be further written as lambda 1 plus lambda 2 whole square minus 2 lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 1 and divided by 15 times lambda 1 lambda 2. So we can put up the values, but it can be further simplified as lambda 1 plus lambda 2 whole square divided by 15 minus 15 lambda 1 lambda 2, sorry, 15 lambda 1 lambda 2 and minus 2 over 50. Right? So now I can put up the values. 32 square divided by 15 times 1, lambda 1 lambda 2 is 1, so minus 2 over 15. So 32 square is 1024 divided by 15 minus 2 over 15. I'm changing the page. So we are getting 1022 divided by 15. So I'm changing the page. So finally we are getting the value of lambda 1 over lambda 2 plus lambda 2 over lambda 1 divided by 15 is 1024 divided by 15 minus 2 over 15, and finally we are getting 1022 divided by 15. Am I right? So minus 2 over 15, right? 32 is square, 32 is from here, and lambda 1 lambda 2 I have kept as 1. So 15 times 1 and minus 2 and this one, right? So our final answer is 1022 divided by 15. So I am just highlighting it. So value of the given expression will be 1022 divided by 15. We have used the key concept. If alpha beta are the roots of the x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then alpha plus beta, that is the sum of the roots, will be equal to minus b over a, and alpha beta will be equal to c over a. And we are getting the final value as 1022 divided by 15. Hope you understand it well. Best of luck. Thank you.